So I normally don't do reviews on my channel, but I went to Sephora recently and I was like, I'm feeling a little bit expensive. This palette is called the Voss palette, and it's the Rainbow Edition. It was limited edition and it was released, I believe, back in March, so I'm a little bit late to the game. It retails for about $30 at Sephora and on shopvioletvoss.com. Currently, the palette isn't available on shopvioletvoss.com until later on. It said it would be available in the spring, late spring, but they're lying because I just checked and it's not available online. Select Sephoras have them. The one in my town had it available, had 2 in stock, and I got one. Right away when you look at this palette, you're like, ooh, this is some pretty packaging, girl. Like, look at it, she shimmers. And that's foreshadowing, but also another foreshadowing. In this rainbow, there's some colors missing. So we'll find out in a couple minutes. The palette includes 8 metallic shades, 1 matte black shade, and 1 pearl topper shade. So the 8 metallic colors are supposed to be the rainbow colors, and then the others are just highlight and then to darken, like for the crease and things like that. Since this palette retails for $30, you are getting 10 shades, and that is $3 per shade when you do the math. So we're going to open this bad boy up and see what she looks like. Oh, she comes in this black thing. What in God's name? Oh. So like, you get this little black cover inside, and then this is the palette. Look how beautiful she is. Oh my God. Look at her. So let's go ahead and open it up. I'm not going to look at it, but you guys can first. Oh wait, it fell out. So this is the palette. Wow. Where's the rainbow? Buttercup is like a... Okay. One sec. This is like a gold tone. This is green. This is like a teal. Well, this one's I think is more of a teal. And this is like a pink tone. I don't see any red. This is a blue. And this one is 2 shades of purple. I'm a little bit confused why you would release a rainbow palette and not have the rainbow in it. Okay, maybe they like, I don't know, go on different. So we'll just try it on this. I'm going to swatch them on prime skin, and then I'm going to swatch them on just normal bare skin. Okay, so this wrist is primed and this wrist isn't. We're gonna do, let's do prime first. So I'm going to dip into this pink tone. I'm just gonna do 1. Let's see what happens. Wow. She's pretty bright. Wow. Okay, we'll do the others. These colors are super pigmented in the palette, but on skin they look a little sheer, and the red actually looks pink still, and I don't exactly like it. Okay, and now I'm going to do them on a non-prime skin and see what they look like, if there's any bit of a difference. Oh yeah, there's a big difference. Yeah, this definitely needs a primer. It needs eyeshadow primer, for sure. Okay, so you can tell that the colors kind of come off more sheer when you don't have a primer, and that's just like typical of not having a primer as like a base. So they do look a lot lighter on this side versus the prime side. That being said, definitely use a primer when you're applying these. Don't do this. This is ugly. But I will have to say, these are so pigmented. Like, I am so surprised. Wow. And just a like comparison, you can find similar palettes to these, but you won't find them as cheap. So I have the Morphe 35B palette. The Morphe 35B palette looks like a rainbow. Like the entire color spectrum basically in this one palette. It retails I think for $24, but it's not in stock anymore. This palette usually sells out pretty fast on morphebrushes.com. So if you ever want to get it, you might have to buy it off of eBay, but be careful because sometimes they like to jip you and sell you a fake palette. They're known to do it. So you get several colors in a Morphe palette, and you only get 10 in one of these. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 35 colors in this palette. I should have known, it's called a 35B, but still. You get 35 colors in this palette versus this palette where you only get 8. And yes, the pan sizes are a bit bigger in these, but at the same time, they kind of do the same job as a Morphe palette. They feel the exact same way a Morphe palette does as well. Like, they have the same texture and the same payoff. So I'm going to compare this metallic blue color right here to the color in this palette called Fiji, because they're basically the same, which is this one on the end on the top. And Fiji, not Fiji, but the blue one in this palette, that. Look how bright that is, you guys. And this palette is like $23 or $24. Sure, it may be limited edition or limited time, but look at this. You save a lot of money, especially since, like, you may say $7, but you're getting a lot more colors than just 10. Alright, so now I'm going to apply it on my eye. Okay, so I am going to go in with, let's try peach, because since they're all shimmers, we'll just see if it's kind of like, if it brightens my eye up. I just want to like apply it in the other corner. Wow. Wow, that actually brightened that up quite a bit. Oh my god. It's beautiful. Damn, look at that. Like, look at how much brighter this side is. Do you see that? Do you see her? And that was one swipe. One swipe. I want to try Fiji on the outside because blue is my favorite color, and I'm gonna be mad if it doesn't look pretty. Okay, going in the second time. It's not very pigmented. Like, that color isn't very pigmented. Fiji, not so much. It almost seems like it should be used as more of a highlight, like for your cheeks, like a face highlight instead of like an eye. Okay, it needs to be said already that these colors are ones that have to be built on. So you can't just expect to do a one swipe like a Morphe palette and expect to get the same payoff. This palette's a little bit different. Also, right around here, I'm getting a little bit of fallout. And if you look in the palette just by brushing it a little, there is a lot of fallout on the corners. Don't get this palette assuming that you're going to get like creamy colors like a Jeffree Star palette. You're going to get what you paid for, basically. I mean, it's a little bit cheaper, but at the same time. Now I'm just going to go in with Eclipse, which is the black shade. I'm going to do one swipe. That is, wow, that one's really dark. Maybe I should have done left. Okay. The black has a lot of shimmer, and there's a lot of fallout right here still. The black is very crusty. Okay, first of all, peach wins, which is obviously the peach color. These blues, they don't do shit. These purples don't do shit. This blue doesn't do shit. This black, it's everything. She's there, she's present, she wants you to know she came to the party and she came to kill it. There's so much fallout right here, it looks like I got punched in the eye. I don't know if it's the formula or if it's the primer, but it just like, it doesn't want to blend as easy. I am going to go fix this and put a full face on, and then we can see the finished look. I will be right back. Okay, So I went ahead and changed the look, and I actually did a rainbow instead of adding black and everything. I deepened the crease a little bit on this side with the purple, but other than that, it didn't change much. I want to preface this by saying there is so much fallout, it looks like I have a black eye, and I hate it. I really like the way that the dark colors blended. The light colors aren't blending as much, and they aren't showing up as easy. If you look at the reds and the yellow tones, they look almost kind of like translucent, like they're just supposed to be a highlighter. So when you buy this palette, you're going to get half eyeshadows and half highlighters. Overall, I'm going to have to give this palette probably 3 out of 5 violet tchotchkes, just because there's a lot of fallout and there isn't a rainbow in this palette. This isn't a red, this is a pink, this is a gold tone. There are 2 shades of purple that I don't need. This is not even a green, this is like some sort of, I don't know, faint emerald, I guess you could call it. This blue is really pretty, and this royal blue is pretty. Maybe it's just me, but I think 3 out of 5 isn't bad for a $30 palette. But, I mean, she's invited to the party. She can't stay. Well, that's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed my makeup review. And if you want me to do more, just let me know, and we can do more reviews on Violet Voss or any other product that you want. Until next time, don't forget to be yourself and give them hell.